quick video on car life v van life. Well, van life is a massive trend on YouTube at the moment. Yeah, you only got to type in van life, and there's loads of people coming out of rented rooms now, just buying a van. That's it. Yeah, excuse the noise because I'm actually there's traffic going by. But yeah. Now this is for those that watch my channel. You know I'm a big fan of VW crafters. I love VW crafters. I have done for about 12 years now. Since the '07 plate, '06, '07 plate, crafter, VW crafter. I've always liked VWs from about then onwards, before then even. More than Mercs, although I like Merc Sprinters, VW crafters is it, right? Today I'm actually I was in a VW crafter. Big long wheelbase, yeah? I have driven that many VW crafters. I know the space in a VW crafter. It's huge, right? To put it into some perspective, you've got 4 meter space from the back doors, roughly. About 4 meter space. And if you take the front two seats, passenger seats out, you can get 5 meters. So you can get like a 5 meter surfboard or whatever in it. Excuse me. That's not a cold. That's not a cold. So yeah, so you can get 5 meters in a like a long fishing rod or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, or I don't know. If you deliver carpet, you get a 5 meter carpet in there in a VW crafter, and you can close the back doors. That's the length you've got. So let's just think most humans are about 1.6 meters. And you've got 4 meters internal space in a crafter. So you could put two double beds long ways and back to back, and probably still have a bit of room between them. So there's too much space. I've got I've got about one suitcase of stuff of belongings. I don't need a 4 meter Sprinter or a 4 meter crafter or that Peugeot box, whatever it's called. So as I'm doing this now, I'm in my car, right? And I love the compactness of the car. Car life over van life all day long. And I can say that because I live in my car, but I often drive a 4 meter van. So, excuse me. So, I know the Vauxhall van, the Murano, whatever it's called. I've driven the Peugeot, the big long Peugeot. I've driven the Merc Sprinter. I've driven the VW Crafter frequently. I know what you can put in it. I know weight-wise, pretty much by looking at it, if it's actually on weight, underweight, or overweight. You know, obviously it would never be overweight because the load would be weighed and it wouldn't be. But I know roughly what you can get in a crafter weight-wise, like your bed or whatever. Yeah, yeah, it's nice to have big oak cupboards or whatever. Yeah, but that gives you that's weight, which limits what you can put in the thing. So car life is much better than living in a van. It really is. Not that I've lived in a van, but I've driven enough of them. Yeah. Yes, you can get. The only thing where van life is easy is when you get the speed humps, the little narrow speed humps. A van goes straight over them. Just like an ambulance would go straight over it. Because it has to. It wouldn't go over all the humps. So a truck goes straight through it. It doesn't feel the hump. But car life is much more easy. You think like all the little beach, the little car parks by the beach. You get a car in there easy as pie, can't you? Under the barrier, you can't get a 4 metre crafter with the roof on it, the high roof, which is the best one so you can stand up in it. You can't get them in there. So like, plus the fact in the car, you wouldn't know in a packed car park that someone was sleeping in the car, because it'll be just a field of cars or like an event or whatever. Yeah. Um, Going for a drive-through. Your car fits in any drive-through. If you've got a 4 metre crafter and you've got the solar on top of it as well, or a roof deck, solar roof deck on top of the roof, you'll have a job trying to get round the low drive-through heights and the tight turning circles. Car, easy as pie, straight through. It's so what the car doesn't have, e.g. the space, it makes up for ease of use. But you have to be a real minimalist to actually be able to live in a car. Not everyone can do that, and I can see why. I can see both sides of the coin. Where yes, there's a need for a crafter. Yes, you've got a lot of space. Again, if a crafter, I wouldn't have windows in a crafter. I just have a straight as it comes, factory made. But again, even for a crafter, if you're renting a room now in a shared house, chances are you're going to pay about £4 or £5 a year for that room. If you every 6 years renting a room, or you rent a room for 6 years in a shared house, that's effectively a brand spanking new van, bought and paid for. Well, not top of the range, but a decent van, brand new. And then you put in perspective, why do you keep paying for £4 or £5 a year every single year to rent a room, which you've got to keep how the landlord wants you to keep it? Whereas if you buy a van, you can design it or fit it out how you want to fit it out, around your own specification. Plus, it makes you more creative as well, so that you haven't got the space of a house or a flat or a rented room, where you've probably got that same sort of space as a rented room, but you have to compromise and you have to downsize and declutter. And as much as it's annoying to declutter, you will really, really enjoy it when you've done it. But it's the process of actually downsizing to a van. And then if you've come out of a room and you've got loads of stuff, things, you're gonna to downsize to a car. If you want to live the car life, you've got to do about 4 or 5 downsizes. And the thing is, it's the same as in a house. Yeah, you think, well, I'll just keep that because I might need that one day, or I got this, and yeah, but I'll need that. So you won't need half the things you think you need. And if you think like that, you'll send most of it to the skip. And well, the best way to do car life, and it really is the best way, is to start car life before you leave your rented room and get in the car. So you've got a car that you've chosen, obviously, right? Yeah, your own car that you've obviously chosen. So because it's comfy and it suits you, or it's big enough for you, or whatever, yeah, and reliable, or whatever you ever chose it. But you obviously like it a lot to be in it enough, yeah, cozy and comfy, whatever, yeah. The best way to do car life is to get in your car while you still got your rented room. Get in your car, get yourself a nice warm overcoat, big long overcoat, about 3 or 4 sizes too big, so that you can wrap it round you. And as silly as this sounds, all you need is two newspapers, one or two newspapers, and a plastic bag, or two plastic bags if it's cold. Tesco's carrier bags, the green ones. And that's about it, yeah? And then have a meal before you go. And then you'll need to use the loo before you go to sleep, won't you? Then you'll work out how to go to the toilet, or where to go, or which garage to use, or which coffee shop or whatever, or fast food place, yeah, to go. And then it's only then that you actually realise how little you actually need. Because if you can do that for a weekend, for a day, you can do it for 2 days. If you can do it for 2 days, you can do it for a week. Once you can do it for a week, you'll realise, why on earth are you paying rent? And then you'll think, well, yeah, but I do need like a tin opener, yeah, or you do need, or like a cup of coffee in the morning. But car life, you'll go to a drive-through. You pay about, excuse me, you pay about £2. Or if you're actually working in like a factory or something like that, you'll go to the machine coffee and have 2 or 3 coffees in the morning and 2 or 3 coffees at night, which will cost you a grand total of about 30p coffee, £2. So you can get 6 coffees for £2, or you can get 6 coffees for £12, whatever. Then you'll work out, well, I can get cheaper coffee here and it's better coffee, and then you work out the tea machines. The data might go on this, but because it's 12 minutes, audio only, obviously. But only you know what you need to live on. Some people like cooking, but if you manage your body right, and what you eat, and knowing when to eat, and knowing that after a certain time it's too late to eat a decent meal, and then as long as you go to the toilet somewhere, wherever you go, fast food or whatever, a coffee shop, whatever, yeah, before you, or garage or whatever, yeah, before you go to bed or sleep in your car, and don't drink too much, that should see you through to the morning. And then the first thing you do in the morning, before you do much else, is go to like a garage or a coffee shop or whatever, yeah, and or fast food place that serves breakfast, and go to the toilet. As long as you go to the toilet last thing at night, and also first thing in the morning, you'll find you won't need the toilet to have a toilet in the car, and then you'll manage. You won't eat as much. The whole thing depends on you, but the best way to start car life is go in a car, get a nice couple of take 2 warm coats with you. Make sure they're big oversized ones, about 3 or 4 sizes too big. 2 newspapers and two Tesco's carry bags, and you'll really, that's all you need, and a change of clothes, right? And let's just say you take a week's change of clothes. You want seven different days of clothes in the boot, and that's all you need. And probably a flask or a bottle of juice or a bottle of water or something like that, yeah, a large bottle of water, say like a 2 litre bottle of water, and whatever it is you like to eat, and obviously only you know that. And then you'll start to work out what you will need, instead of putting the whole lot in the car thinking that you'll need everything, which you won't, and you'll enjoy car life. It's just a few. And oh wait, another thing. If you ever go to services, motorway services, you'll see the little tiny little shower gels, yeah, for about £1.60. Always get 2 of those, couple of those, for about £3, £3, £4. When you've used theirs, then you can put your own little soap in. So if you ever go to a washroom and there's no soapy water, you can, if you have one of those in your pocket, you can use your own soap. And it's handy, and you put in a pair of jeans or whatever, yeah, it's easy to use. That's me, that's a few tips on car life. if you're thinking about doing it, put some comments in the comments and I'll answer them. Adios. Thanks for listening.